Percy Jackson and the Olympians. This movie, it did seem like an American version of Harry Potter. They used a lot of similar marketing techniques, even the title frames for the posters and everything. But aside from that, this movie boasts an interesting cast who play interesting characters with the positively silly material they are given with. I really find it hard to believe. I mean, Chris Columbus, he's not a fantastic director. He directed the two probably least notable Harry Potters. Even while they were good, I can't believe how far he has fallen. I mean, those were two very good films at what they were, and I can't believe, I don't know, I've never read the source material, and I get that it's trying to appeal to kids, but this movie has no idea what it wants to be. It's too silly for adults and almost too, not mature, but out there for kids. I don't think that, I mean, I can see there's a lot of parts that, where Harry Potter managed to appeal to both an adult level and a child level. This movie doesn't really find its path. Probably the most interesting part of this movie for me is Greek mythology. Now, I find it very interesting, but this movie, those scenes are really awesome. And talk about the pros of this movie, one of the best parts is the action. While it is over the top, drawn out, and really just childish, it can be a lot of fun at times. There's parts with hydras, the climaxes, the action in this movie is very fun. I'd say that does tack on some points for it. The rest, really, all I can find is cons with this movie. It really doesn't have much to like. It is a lot of fun, but the thing that I don't get is how I get it that they're trying to do a great advertising job here, but they're trying to appeal to too many demographics. Now, it doesn't really have much in there for the adults, but as far as, you know, the teen scene right now, it throws plugs to Call of Duty. They seriously have him playing Call of Duty at one point, which is enough it is, but this movie, it tries to be too modern with that. They also have them using iPhone or iTouches, and it draws away from the movie so much, because the entire movie is them throwing modern twists at it, showing that, you know, it's really incapable of being something a little more mature. All the things take place in America. It has nothing to do with the actual Greek mythology of it all. But as of that, it still is a kids' movie, so some of it is forgivable. What's not forgivable is how farther and worse it goes with this. It has a part where they go to a casino in Las Vegas, and they are drugged by magical flower cookies. Drugged, they start seeing colors, into which they play Lady Gaga Poker Face in the background. Now, kids are not going to get this, and frankly, I could not stop laughing at how ridiculous it was. Now, you see in the trailer where the substitute or the teacher, she forms into some dragon lady and just wrecks Percy Jackson, who tries to be a badass through this entire movie and prevents him from being a likable, relatable character, and really deals nothing with what it's like being this troubled kid, and they really skip a lot of development that could have been really awesome in that first half and just go straight to it. But Catherine Keener, who plays his mom, do a very good job here. Next, Brandon T. Jackson, if you don't know him, he is Al Pacino from Tropic Thunder. Now, he has a character where everything that comes out of his mouth is sexual humor. Well, I didn't think it was all that funny, and I know kids weren't going to get it, but yet he does offer something, because he's like, I mean, even though it was kind of ridiculous at first, he's half goat, kind of like, what's his name, like Ferdinand from Hercules, and I liked all the subtle hints they threw back at Hercules, like the flying shoes. I thought those were, I mean, poorly executed, but nonetheless interesting, because I do think the Greek mythology part of it was really cool, and that they stuck with that more than trying to be, you know, modern, ooh, hipster this, and, you know, like, tried to keep it. I've read the source material, but people tell me it's a lot better than the movie. He's like a rocking, like, he seems like he walked straight out of the 70s, and I couldn't tell if he was trying to be comedic or serious. I couldn't tell with that movie. And he played Hades, and really an uncomfortable, like, awkward Hades. And there was another dude who, the best part of this movie, he was wearing a Who shirt, which was the best part. He was wearing a Who shirt. It was awesome. It was the best part. And they were going with this whole, like, drugged up thing, and he's like, yeah, man, 1971, ooh, The French Connection, best movie of the year. I was like, the kids, whatever, yeah, 5 out of 10. There was some really dumb parts and really out of place. Just to see the movie for a laugh, you know, take your kids if you have them given, they'll enjoy it. But, you know, maybe get someone else to take them in. Like, he seems like he walked straight out of the 70s, and he was, I couldn't tell if he was trying to be comedic or serious. I couldn't tell with that movie. And he played Hades, and really an uncomfortable, like, awkward Hades. To see the movie for a laugh, you know, take your kids if you have them given, they'll enjoy it.